when you listen to Black American music, right? Black people love the bass of the drum. When you listen to early hip hop and even the hip hop today, right? Well, I wouldn't call the music today hip hop under rap. The rap music today, it's bass heavy. And where does that bass heaviness originate from? It originates from the African drums. Okay. Black people in America do not play the Indian drum. But what this video is about is a little history on the power of the African drum. The communication between the African drums, the communication from the drum used to instill knowledge in our early ancestors, our early West African ancestors. Are Black Americans African? No, we are not African. We are now our own people. But our ancestors are African. Okay? And if you do proper research, don't be misled. If you do proper research, you will see that our early ancestral Black Americans took pride in who they were as Africans until that was no longer accepted. The pride was taken, or the pride was tried to be taken from our early ancestors. This is a little history on the power of the African drum. Let's go into the video. I'm gonna pause that. I got another video for the backup. You can see how the white man and the white woman will be afraid of this. Okay? Hearing this on the plantations every day, or when they had the time to play. White people have possibly have never heard the boom and the thunder and the hi-hat pitch coming off them drums, calling the spirits down for aid, protection, liberation, unification, family. Don't let these newbies who express knowledge to you taint your mind with ignorance. Okay? They say we do not look like Africans. Some of you niggas is foolish. Some of you niggas is foolish and sad. Because look, if you take these brothers, you mix in a little white man, right? You mix in some Native American, and of course, with the dilution, yeah, we don't look like our original ancestors. But because of the Most High and because of the genetics, there is some relativity. You go over to Africa, you might find yourself. You niggas don't understand how big the continent of Africa is in relation to the rest of these continents. Shit, a black American might find an Asian. In the darker parts of Asia, you might find somebody that look like you. See, y'all talk about the outer appearance. You lack scientific research. Let's go into the history of the African drum. Let me set it up. Go check out this video. I'm not going to play the whole video, right? But this is TED Talks. You can get some great information from this channel. And this video is entitled How Banning the African Drum Gave Birth to American Music. And this is coming from the brother Chris Johnson. And like I said, this is in part. If you want to go check the whole video out, I urge you to do so. I gave you the details. Let's go in.
A surveyor and an engineer, he helped design Washington, D.C., visited New Orleans, and created drawings of the drums he saw there. He also drew other instruments that he saw. Here on the left is an early version of the banjo. The banjo is an American invention. The banjo uses drum technology in its construction. Here, a skin is stretched over a gourd. A neck is attached with strings, an African-styled sculpture at the top. My research showed that there were many non-violent uses of the drum in the Americas, such as for weddings, at Christmas time, for harvest festivals, to signal an arrival, and for dance. Oh, and the war drum. There wasn't any. Of the approximately 250 revolts in the Americas during the slave epoch, how many used drums? 2. One in Louisiana, the other in South Carolina. So the drum was banned, although the ban didn't work. But the drum was banned. The situation led to the creation of surrogates, substitutes, other instruments used in the place of the drum, such as tambourine, bones, the banjo, and fiddle. Imagine being a slave. You have few personal items, your time is not your own, and you do really hard work. The instruments African Americans used then had to be small, lightweight, and portable. After emancipation, African Americans got their hands on many more instruments, particularly those of the marching band. The marching band and its music was a kind of popular form in the late 19th century. Brass instruments, woodwind instruments, and percussion. In the early 20th century, black players began to experiment with the form and the instruments. They also began to improvise. Picture the instruments, the percussion instruments of the marching band. Bass drum, tom-tom, snare, and cymbals, arranged on the floor, not so that one person could play each instrument, which is the case in a marching band, but so that one person played all of the instruments. This innovation led to the development of one of the most important instruments in music today, the drum set. By the way, this is a photo of Max Roach. And so it was that a simple musical instrument made of wood and skin that was loved by many and taken away, returned, and was the cause, the catalyst of something amazing. Thank you.
So let's go over what he said, right? White people wrote on African American entertainment, okay? And so, based on what the brother said, there's enough research and information out there concerning the love for the African drum by early Black Americans. Today, you would say foundational Black Americans, okay? This drum with this skin on top, made out of trees, came from Africa. There is no history prior to the colonizer coming in that any Indians played this type of drum. This drum was banned because they thought the drum was a war drum. The drum goes along with the spirit of Black people. And that drum turned into, as he said, the marching band. American music is Black music. The musical people are Black people. And these rhythms are all over the world dealing with Black people wherever you find them. The bass is still loved. Okay? So what we find are innovations. And innovations in America coming from Black people came out of either taking something away or limiting the expression. Great innovation has come out of limitation. So yeah, don't get it twisted. We are Black Americans. We are our own people. Okay? But yeah, we got West African blood running through our veins, and we can see that in our rhythms. We can see that in our choice of music and how we express it with our own innovations. And that's a little history on the African drum. A new nine new pool. Y'all hold it down. Peace.